There's some slack. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, crap. All right, guys, welcome out. We have a few things going on today. We're gonna be working on this little tractor behind us. And then we also have some stuff to do with our potato planters, because we have a new potato planter, so we're gonna go kind of evaluate that. And there's a few seller things we need to go check out. So let's get started. So to start off, we have this little tractor that we put the top on and got it all cleaned up. We did buy this one. So, but the problem is the tires are spaced at 5 feet. And since this is gonna be pulling a pipe trailer that's gonna be going down potato rows, we need it spaced at 6 feet. So these front rims, they're pretty dished. So we're thinking that we can just put this tire on that side and it'll space it on the front. We had to order some spacers for the back because the back rims are, well, they're not dished like the front. So we're gonna have to they make some 4-inch spacers that we'll put in here, and then we have to unbolt this and move the rim to the other side of this block right here, and that should space it another about 1.5 inches. So we'll be just about there. That's as wide as we can go with this. So we're gonna get started on this and at least get the front done. The spacers for the back aren't gonna be here till Friday, so we're gonna get working on this. Okay, well, we got that put on. We thought we might have to move, because there's these bolts right here you can take out, and you can move the rim to the outside of this center hub piece to space it like it'd probably move it another 1.5 inches on each tire. But we just measured, and it's exactly 6 feet from the center of this one to the center of that one. So that's how wide it's got to be. But you can see the back tires need to come out quite a bit. So we're hoping that a 4-inch spacer that'll go inside here, and then if we swap that over to the other side, that'll get us almost 6 inches. So that should be pretty good. The other thing we need to make sure that we do is check the oil in these differentials, the front diffs. So we made sure when we had it jacked up, we put it, whoa, it's full. Oil came shooting out of this one.
Well, I figure
I think it had pressure in there.
It's only 648 hours.
Yeah, this tractor's 2011, but it only has 640 hours on it. So 48 hours. So we're not sure what they did with it, but it didn't get a whole lot of use. Well, Christopher broke it. He was tightening one of the bolts and snapped it off, so he has to weld it back on.
I was gonna weld it to begin with. I'm like, oh, I'll just try and put a bolt in. And then the bolt broke. I'm like, well, I'll weld it anyways. So
hey, while you're welding, there is a hole in the bottom of the pipe.
I know, that's why I brought it over here too. I just gotta turn it way down.
It was also leaking out of where these two pipes go together. Right here in the middle, there was some smoke spurting out, but I think that we just have to tighten it down. Tighten down the little clamp that holds the two pipes together.
Oh, there's a hole right there.
Yeah, it was smoking out of right there.
Can you give me a little light? A little flashing light?
Well, one part of farming is you buy something at an auction and then you use it, or you buy something online used and use it for a little bit. If it doesn't work, then you go and sell it. So we bought a bunch of tanks a few years ago. Actually, I think it was last year. And for our potato planters, so we can put on more fertilizer without having to fill up. And we had some extra tanks, so we have some tanks behind our truck here. So we sold them. But since it's warm, it's about 40 degrees, all the snow's melting, so there's like mud everywhere. But since it's warm, the tanks are back here, and he's coming to get them today. So now that it's warm and the air brakes on these trucks aren't frozen, we're gonna move this truck out of the way so that he can come get to these tanks that we sold. These are just fertilizer tanks. They go on a tractor. They slide in right there and bolt on, and they just kind of hang off the side of the tractor. So they work really good. We have 3 sets of them, and we're going to keep the sets that we have, but these were just an extra set that we had to buy because it came in one big set. So we're just moving this truck out of the way so he can come get them. Probably gonna have to slide those apart. these up here so they're easy to get to when the guy comes to pick them up. So today is full of just a bunch of random little things that we got to do. So we're currently headed back to our planters, our potato planters. We could possibly be selling one, so we're headed back to see what condition it's in, if we need anything off of it, because we do need to transfer a few things. We bought a newer planter, so we need to transfer some stuff from the old one to the newer one, like our little John Blue pumps that pump our fertilizer. So we're headed back there to go look at it. This is the one that we're going to be selling if we sell one. It's our oldest one, but it has that pump right there that we need to take off, and we may need this tank off the front, depending. The newer one does have tanks on the back, but we need to go look and see if they're high enough to gravity feed down or whatnot. So we're gonna have to go look at that one too. We also need, the new one doesn't have this black like bin extension on the top, so we're gonna need that too, so that they can all have about similar capacities.
To take everything off of here, or do we just set that one up like we set these up?
Just set it up new and sell this as is.
I just have to think, okay, how much was the tank? How much was that hydraulic pump? And then the John Blue pump. But that one wasn't a new John Blue pump last year.
No, the new one we put on yours.
And so, I don't remember how much those were, but there's probably, it seems like those John Blue pumps were 3,000 or 4,000.
We need the shanks and the drag bar off the back. Unless
this one doesn't have shanks, does it?
Yeah, it does. They all have shanks.
It's missing.
Well, it's just a little soupy out here. This is the newer one. It's not brand new, but it does have like it has the new like silicone cups on the front. It has the electric eyes. So it's a little bit different design. But it also has, this is a water tank, like a wash tank. It's pumped in, plumbed in. So it's got these two tanks. Has these like, this is to keep it from wandering, the big discs. Interesting. So it doesn't have, no, it has the tool carrier, but it's different. Ours is like at an angle. So we're gonna need the shanks and the drag bar off of ours so we can hook it to this square pipe as the tool carrier.
And are these tanks gonna get in the way? They have hit these.
Yeah, they've been.
At least this one was pushed into the tank a little bit.
It's one thing it is missing, but we do have is the depth wheels that go on the front. We are thinking we'll probably take those tanks off the back, just because you wouldn't be able to see them from the tractor to know how full they are when you're filling them back up. So probably take those off.
Well,
And this fan housing is
it'd probably
shot.
be good to at least open this up and look at the fan in case we need to have that done. We have an extra one, I think. At least for this machine. We sent some in.
I mean, it doesn't look as bad as ours has been.
Well, and that reel over there should not stop and piss me off.
Of course, it looks like that looks like a patch.
Oh, it
it's
is.
not. They've already patched it once.
They've done
There's a
exactly
patch
what
on the
we've
back,
done.
too.
Yeah, that's the same thing we did. So, and then yeah, we need the bin extension for the
Yeah.
top. This one just has like a grab bar up there.
Yeah.
Well, we got figured out what we need for the planters, so we've moved on to something else. So we have this just basically storage shed that came with one of the old farmhouses that we have, and our header is currently sitting outside over at our cellars over there. So we're gonna try and get this door open and see if we can get our combine header, because we just got our combine header back because they were working on it. So we're gonna try and get this door open. We got it. Took a lot of prying and effort, but we got it.
think we're gonna have to take this and shove it over on the side of the motorhome.
Yeah. So we have our old GMC motorhome in here. And this 2-place jet ski trailer. We're hoping the header will fit right here. There's a lot of old crap in here. Hey, you said we needed a double barrel stove? There's one right there.
Yep.
We need that stove in our shop. See, Christopher and Josh they're digging out because this door has to open another I don't know, 3 feet?
4 feet.
4 feet. A little bit. So we've got some ice to dig through. Okay, well, we are now cleaning out the snow out of the way so that we can get the trailer in here. Now we can't, we could try and back it up with the truck, but it's big enough of a pain in the butt that we just unhooked the header over on the road, and we're gonna hook it to the front of the skid steer so he can back it in way easier than we can. So that's what we're gonna do. We did measure and it will fit barely to that little oven back there in the back. To like right here is 42 feet and it's a 40-foot header, so it should fit in here. But he's got to unhook, and he has a bucket. He has a little plate right there that he can hook. It's just a pin. So he's gonna take that off and go hook it up. Okay, we'll see how this works. I mean, it's obviously going to be better than if we do it with the truck, because that front axle swivels, so it's really hard to back up. Well, so far so good. At least with the skid steer, he can just swivel it and steer it whatever way he needs to. If he can actually see. His cab isn't any taller than that header. And it's nice and slushy, so he doesn't have a whole lot of traction. He's just spinning. There we go. He's got to go that way. He's going to hit this trailer. It's gonna be close, but I think he'll pass it. He just comes straight in. You don't want to hit this old motorhome. I think if he just keeps coming straight in.
Hit that right where you're standing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he does need to go that way. Take two. Just moved it over a little bit. So he has to fit between this big engine hoist lift thing. So far, so good. He can keep coming.
This is going to get north. Just a little bit. Straight right there.
He's good. It's close, but good.
Watch your tire.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. That's about as close as we can get. 2 inches. 2 inches from hitting the end.
That is way easier than a pickup.
See how this looks on this end.
So,
Oh, perfect. You're 2 inches from hitting that stove in the back.
what's the difficulty level of putting it like that with a pickup?
Impossible?
Pretty much.
That's not impossible.
Not impossible. It'll just take you about 3
We
hours.
put the header in here before.
Because you've got 3 or 4 inches on this side, 3 or 4 inches on that side. Yeah, I mean.
And we got 2 inches before we hit the back, and it looks like maybe what, a foot before.
We need to come and dig all this out.
I mean, the door, you're going to have 6 inches.
You want me to try and
I mean, if we
chisel
could
out
dig
some
more out,
ice, or?
we could dig
Yeah,
more
I
out.
think the
we
ice would
just
be
come in
fine.
the spring, once everything's unthawed, and just bring the backhoe over and just, you know, get all this dirt away from the door and over there and get all this crap.
Yeah.
We've got like these bars right here. Just get all the crap out of them if we're going to use it.
Hey, I'm glad it fits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if we can go
It does
that
fit
way,
in there.
'cause, I mean, you got another 1.5 feet. This door can go that way.
No, I'm gonna go about 6 inches maybe.
But I mean, you need 6
Gonna get a
inches.
stop.
Well, that's nice.
Ram it again.
There's so much dirt.
Something like that.
Almost too far.
Now that we've got, it's so wet. Now that we've got one problem solved, now we have a tractor that is getting water in the oil. Let's see if Trevor will fall. It's way over there.
That's slick.
Slippery? Everything's slippery. But we got to take this tractor over here. It's getting water in the oil, so we have to take it down to the repair shop, and they're going to tear it apart and see what's wrong with it. So we got to see if it'll start, and we're not quite sure if we're going to try and haul it down on a trailer or if we're going to just pull it down there. It's pretty cold, so I don't know that anybody would want to sit on it to tow it down there. It looks like it started though. They're measuring to see if it'll fit on this trailer or not. All of our stuff is widened out to 6 feet. Do you think it'll fit?
It's gonna be a squeeze, it'll fit.
You think so? All right. Let's see if we can get it on this trailer. Well, we got the skid steer unloaded. Let's see if this fits. It's gonna be really close. I think it's barely gonna fit. Those back tires. Woo-hoo-hoo! Barely, you're rubbing. Tires are touching, but it's on there. Well, these guys are gonna finish handling that. I have to go get a sick kid from school. I just got done taking my sick kid home. I'm headed back to the farm because we have to tow another tractor back to the farm. And now that we have Yankum ropes, we've never actually tried them out yet, so we're excited to try it. Normally we just use a chain, but when you're towing something, if you've ever towed anything, you'll know when there's slack in the chain and then it jerks, oh, it sucks. So we're excited to see how these Yankum ropes work.
So we need to haul this 4010 tractor into the shop, put some new batteries in it, and what a better way to use a Yankum rope. We do have a sharp turn going out of the field, so we doubled the rope back. Not like we need the tractor's not stuck, we're just pulling it back. It's a softer pull than with a chain. So we've hooked the soft shackle around the receiver hitch like they recommend you doing. We put both eye loops on that end. Then we use a soft shackle on this end around the axle. We didn't want to be 30 feet long, so this way it'll be 15 feet long right behind the pickup. And if we can pull start the tractor, we will. Just has some dead batteries. We're gonna go pull it in the shop. It's really warm today, being like the 4th of February. It's 48 degrees here in Idaho, so everything's melting a little bit. If you look down here below the hill, there's kind of a big lake down there at the bottom of the hill where the runoff is happening. But we're gonna go ahead and see if we can pull this tractor back and put it in the shop so we can work on it a little easier.
Okay, we're all hooked up, ready to go. So I'm actually gonna hop in the back of the truck here and we're gonna see how this thing works. It's about 45 degrees, so it's not too terribly cold out here. Woo! It definitely stretched. Had to double it over so we can make this corner. This tractor's gonna be for sale. It just didn't have any oil in it. We don't know why, so we're gonna go get it running. So yeah, the nice thing about these Yankum ropes, unlike a chain, is they have some give to them. So if there is a little bit of slack in it, it's not gonna yank your bumper off, aka whistle and diesel. And yeah, they work pretty good. Oh, I think there's a problem. What happened?
Now we should be quit trying to engage stuff.
Okay, he was trying to engage something?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Alright, apparently he was trying to do something. Start or something, I don't know. Better? It's a lovely day. With all this hot weather in the middle of winter, we've got some flooding going on. Hopefully not too much. Alright. Well, hopefully the brakes on this tractor work, because we're coming up to a corner and we're going pretty fast. Should have brakes. But we'll see. Oh, there's some slack. Oh, no.
No brakes.
Oh, crap.
Ain't got any brakes.
No brakes. Oh, we're all good.
Gotta go slow. Whoa.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to unhook and rehook.
The other rope to hook to the back to Darren's truck, so I got brakes. I tried to,
Okay, well, we got it unhooked. We had to back up a little bit. It didn't break anything. It just wrapped
turns the rope.
It wrapped this rope around that little hub right there. Jerked everything around a little bit, but we're good. Apparently this tractor has 0 brakes, so we're going to have to remember that when we get to the next intersection.
Kristen's got to start slowing down to hit that.
Speed demon over here.
I was going
70
slow.
mile an hour.
Let's see how fast we can get this tractor to go.
Well,
Yeah, I had to stop you back there because something was trying to engage. So I put it, there's actually a spot in
Get this hooked
gear
back
shift
up.
for tow mode.
yeah.
Try this again.
Well, you know, we guys try
Steering
and make
also
exciting
sucks.
content.
We got to make things exciting around here, right?
Nobody will watch it if everything went smooth.
That's why I was hoping it would start.
But
It just locks the tires up.
there's a test to Yankum ropes though. Nothing broke. None.
And it
The rope.
jerked that
The
pickup
rope didn't
sideways.
break. Yeah, it pulled the. I was in the back, and it's like I was like scooting sideways. I was like, oh crap!
I just about yelled, "Put your seatbelt on!"
I got no seatbelt.
Maybe I don't want to ride in the back anymore.
Hey, it's not gonna like. It might run into you,
Look
but
at the bright side, Darren. If you're right in the back, you'll be the first one to the scene of the crash.
we'll be going slow enough. You just bail out.
All right.
You'll be fine.
I guess I'll get back in. Now you know it doesn't stop, so you should drive safer.
You'll be fine.
Try this again.
Hey, I avoided it once.
It is a heavy tractor, but nothing broke. It did scuff up the rope a little bit. I can hear that hub that it wrapped around is a little squeaky now. It wasn't squeaking before. Well, who knew you guys were gonna have to wait to the end of the episode to see the most exciting part? You never know what's gonna happen on this farm. Trevor, get out of the road! There's a car coming! Trevor's driving like he's drunk. Thing's just wandering all over the place. Why do I put myself in these situations? All right, here we go. We're at the corner. So let's see if we don't mess this up again. Gotta take it easy. Nice and slow, because we got no brakes. But I'll tell you what would have happened had we had a chain right now in that little corner where we were going nice and slow. We would have got slack in this, and then we would have hit the gas in this in the truck, and it would have slammed and jerked and banged. But with this, because it stretches, nothing. That's nice and easy. Now you just have to know if you have brakes or not going into the problem before you destroy yourself. Okay, we are almost back to the farm now. Let's see if we can do this smoothly. I'm trying to put this tractor into the shop, so we got to pull it up to the shop door somehow. Oh, it's a little bumpy back here. Oh, we got some slack on the rope. Hey, but it jerked and it didn't hurt. It didn't bang anything. I love these warm winter days when everything gets slushy. The truck's not going to be able to pull through this slush. Maybe. Getting there. There. Normally you wouldn't ever want to double the rope over, but we needed to shorten it up, and it wasn't stuck, so we weren't like yanking on it to try and get it out. We were just pulling it. So we did scuff up the rope just a little bit when it wrapped around the axle. We'll have to reach out to Yankum and see if it's still good to use. Maybe maybe we need to have them send us another one. We'll see. We're going to use this little tractor to pull it into the shop. Alright. This little tractor we want to stay in the shop until we get the new boots for the shifters so they don't ice up. So we'll just leave both these tractors in here until we get that other one running and the boots fixed on this one. We also got to put wheel spacers on the back of this one. They won't be until the end of the week. All right.
Yeah, I saw your phone. That's why I was laughing. He hung his phone out the window to show me how fast.
Like, don't you put that evil on me that I'm going 40 mile an hour full crack.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby!
I should have just put a 40 mile an hour so you could see how fast 40 mile an hour was. Really?
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
40 mile an hour.
Gotta love a broken door. They are supposed to be coming out to fix this door.
So Philip said
Dirt's going to come out tomorrow to
Fix the door. He's got all the parts, so.
But I mean, the Yankum rope did not break or anything. I can't imagine how much more violent that would have been if we had a chain.
Oh, that would have been rough.
Chain wrap it up, and then can you imagine trying to unwind a chain that's all bound up around a hub? This came right off. It didn't cut the rope, nothing, and it also wasn't super violent. And I would know because I was in the back of the truck.
I was in that.
Who are you mad at? I didn't know he didn't have brakes. I'm like,
I'm mad at the two operators.
he should have been slowing me down a little bit.
I need to be a little bit more careful when I say, oh yeah, I'll hop in the back of a truck. It'll be fine.
We were only going 20 miles an hour. You would have been great.
I know.
You could have hopped out and been just fine.
If we would have known this didn't have brakes, everything would have been a different story, but we're here, everybody's safe, we're good to go. Well, if you want to get yourself one of these indestructible Yankum ropes, use the code RMF at checkout and you'll get a 10% discount. And I'll put a link in the description below that you can just click on. It'll take you right there if you want to go get one. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a little exciting there at the end. Luckily, everybody's safe. If you want to join the RMF Club, make sure you go down in the comments, comment RMF Club, and then hit the like button, and you'll be in the RMF Club. We're going to be picking one person or one comment from every video, and we're going to send you some stickers. So do that. I love you. I'll see you in the next one.